What up, guys? It's April 15th, 2010. Sorry I've been away for a little bit. Got a little sick, got some schoolwork to do. Alright, anyway, this show is going to be purely NBA playoff preview since it starts soon. Regular season's over. The first matchup will go 1-8, and then we'll go on through. We'll start with the West. It's looking like LA, Oklahoma City. This is the one that I'm going to watch the most, probably, other than my Dallas team. But LA, Oklahoma City is intriguing because LA kind of struggling. They look tired. They look tired to me, and that's not good going into the playoffs. Also, Oklahoma City, probably the most exciting team to watch with Kevin Durant, who's going to win the scoring title. And I'm just saying, it's going to be a good series. I think ultimately the size of LA prevails, just because if you look at Oklahoma City, they don't really have a big man that's like, a premier big man to stop Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum if he plays. So I'm saying, and Kobe, he's probably not going to lose in the first round, but I do say it goes 6 games. I'm saying it goes 6 games. LA wins 4-2. I say that Oklahoma City will take a couple. It won't be by much, though. They'll take a couple close ones, but I think they're just too young. Their coach is young. He won't be used to preparing for games and playoff situations. They got Phil Jackson. I think it's going to go 6 games. All right, second matchup in the West, my team Dallas against San Antonio, a team I really don't like to watch at all. It's kind of scaring me because San Antonio is always dangerous in playoffs just because of their veteran leadership. And they might get Tony Parker back, which makes them more dangerous. And Dallas, I hope they pick it up. No one really wants to play Dallas because they're doing so well. So hopefully they keep that going. I say that this series also goes 6 just because I think the Spurs, Manu Ginobili can go off for 25, maybe 30 points. And, Tony Parker will help them, and Tim Duncan will I think slow down Dirk in the post. So I think Dallas still wins, but it's going to be 4-2. San Antonio taking a couple games. The third matchup is going to be Phoenix-Portland, which looked like to be a good matchup up until Brandon Roy got hurt. This one's Phoenix all the way. I mean, I would have probably picked them to win anyway, even if Portland had Brandon Roy. And now that he's out, I got to go Phoenix. I say it's a sweep. I'm feeling sweep right here. I mean, if you look at Portland, they don't really have a go-to guy anymore, and you need that in the playoffs. So I'm saying sweep for Phoenix. Probably a good surprise pick. Last matchup is Denver-Utah. This one's intriguing because Utah is kind of not doing so hot as of late, but they are very good, and so is Denver. I say that this one goes 5 games, Denver winning. I say Utah gets 1 on their home court, but Denver, too talented, too athletic. I don't think Darren Williams, usually he feeds off of his physicality, and with Chauncey Billups guarding him, he won't be able to do that as much. So, and plus with a shot difference maker like Chris Anderson, I say Denver wins in 5. So that's my first round West matchup. I'm just going to go through the first round today, and then as tomorrow, I'll probably have more predictions, more on the prediction side of what is to come. But today, just purely first round matchup. Alright, so we go to the East. We got the 1-8 being Cleveland, Chicago. This one's easy again. Cleveland's going to win in 4. Is Chicago definitely a better fit for the playoffs than Toronto would have been? But I just think Cavaliers are too talented. LeBron wants his ring. They don't really have a big man to match up with Shaq in the middle. And, I just think the Cavs are too talented for Chicago. They'll make him close just because Derrick Rose is talented and Joakim Noah is good, but I say sweep for Cleveland in that one. For The next matchup, Orlando and Charlotte. This could be a tricky one because probably one of the best coaches at taking a good team and making them play up is Larry Brown coaching Charlotte. Ultimately, I see this one. I see this one going 5. I can't picture Charlotte winning more than 1. They'll win one on their home court, but I mean Dwight Howard versus Tyson Chandler. I mean, sure, Tyson's tall. I think he might actually be taller than Dwight Howard by about an inch or so. But just the physicality of Dwight Howard, no. And plus all the matchup problems that they create. I mean, you'd have to have Steven Jackson guard Rashard Lewis, I would say. But I don't know. They just have too many three-point shooters on Orlando. Charlotte is very sporadic, very inconsistent. They can beat the Lakers one night, then lose to the 76ers the other night. I mean, they're totally inconsistent. Orlando's just too good. They'll win it in 5. The next matchup is going to be Atlanta-Milwaukee. This one's pretty intriguing just because Milwaukee, very young team, very good team, but with the loss of Andrew Bogut, probably not going to make a big splash in this matchup. I actually say that it'll also go 5 games, Atlanta winning it 4-1, just because I think Milwaukee could get 1, Brandon Jennings could get hot, John Solomons could get hot, and then they could win 1. Atlanta just too talented. They got a lot of potential all-stars on their team. And Crawford being the best 6th man of the year, I mean, undoubtedly they'll win the series. The last matchup is Boston-Miami. This one, this is my upset pick for the first round. I'm picking Miami over Boston because I just think Boston's too old. Flat out, I think they're too old. I also think that Dwayne Wade he can carry a team for a series. That's, no problem for him. And I just think, it'll be close. I say it goes 7. I say 7-game series, but Miami wins it. Even though they don't have home court advantage, I think they win it in 7. Just because I think, as we showed in I think it was the 04, it was like 04, 05, or 06, one of those years. I know that's really general, but the year when Miami faced Dallas in the finals, Dallas clearly the better team, I would say all-around team, but Dwayne Wade carried the team on his shoulders, got a championship. I think that'll happen in this series, beating Boston, and hopefully it'll be the end of the Boston 3 party. I hope they break it up because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett whining every time they lose about how the refs don't respect them and whatever, we'll just turn it on during the playoffs. I don't know. I hate them. I hate the Boston 3 party. Hate me for that if you want to, but I hate them because they're just whiny, and I just don't like it. So that's my first round playoff preview. Another thing I'm going to talk about is a couple trades that happened in the NFL. First, my Jets getting Santonio Holmes for a 5th round pick. That was brilliant, I think, because, okay, who in the 5th round are you going to get that's at the talent level of Santonio Holmes? No one. That's just known. Even though he's suspended for the first 4 games, which could be problematic, but just to integrate him to the offense. But hopefully with that practice time, he'll be able to come in and make an impact. So I'm hoping that trade will pan out, but we got a awesome receiving core now with Cotchery, Braylon Edwards, and Santonio Holmes. All right, the second trade, Brandon Marshall going to the Dolphins for 2 2nd-round picks, 1 for this year, 1 for next year. I think it's brilliant on the part of both teams because he wasn't going to play well in Denver because he hated it in Denver. And Dolphins needed a receiver for the longest time since they have a young quarterback. They got that. The only concern I have is he going to perform as well since he's just got paid? That's the question. I think he will. I don't think athletes are swayed that much by money. I mean, they're competitive enough that they're like, I'm going to get my job done just to show I'm better type thing. So I think that's going to work out. Will they win the AFC East? No, but they will certainly maybe finish 2nd. So that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with some playoff predictions and hopefully more NFL and MLB news. See you guys later.